Hello everyone, my name is Sarah and welcome to a presentation on how to make the most of your Goodreads account. Goodreads is a free resource created in 2006 that allows librarians and patrons alike to track their reading, write reviews, connect with other readers, and discover new titles. It provides many customizable options and unique features that allows users to tailor their account to fit their personal needs. We will cover many different aspects of Goodreads, including how to create an account, organizing books onto personalized bookshelves and lists, creating reading challenges, operating discussion boards and groups, and finally, providing a brief overview of the mobile app. During this presentation, it may be beneficial for you to think about how you can use this tool in your personal life and in your professional life.
Hello, fellow readers. I'm Jess, and in the following slides, I'm going to walk you through the process of getting set up with an account on one of my favorite social media platforms, Goodreads. I use Goodreads on a daily basis, both personally and professionally. I use it to keep track of my reading and to build a to-be-read list. I've connected with friends and get to read their book reviews, which often influence my own reading choices. At work, I use Goodreads to recommend books to patrons, to quickly access information about authors and their work, and to create materials advisory blog posts and documents. Follow along with me as I show you how to get set up with Goodreads and enhance your reading life. To get started, you'll want to visit the Goodreads homepage at www.goodreads.com. The primary features of the homepage include a search bar where you can find a book by title, author, or ISBN number, a list of genres you can browse, a list of links for various literary quotes, and the results of the 2018 Goodreads Choice Awards. These awards are the only major book awards decided by readers. Last year, over 5 million votes were cast. You'll get a chance to vote in these categories toward the end of the year, but first we need to get you set up with an account. In the upper right-hand corner of the webpage, you'll see the sign-in fields. Directly below that, you'll find the sign-up section of the home page. I'm going to create an example profile using my Wayne State email address. When you click the Sign Up button, you will be sent an email to verify your email address. After you sign up, you'll be redirected to a page that will ask you to connect with friends. You can easily import contacts from Facebook, Gmail, and Twitter. Because I've not used my Wayne State email to create accounts on any of these platforms, I'll go ahead and skip this step. When you create your profile and import contacts, your account homepage will display updates from the friends you've connected with. You'll see their progress on the books they're reading, and their reviews and ratings when they finish a book. Next, you'll be asked to set a reading goal. Goodreads allows you to challenge yourself by setting a yearly reading goal, and it tracks your progress. I've personally challenged myself to read 52 books this year, and I'll input that same number here. You'll learn more about the Goodreads Reading Challenge feature later in this presentation. After you either sign up for the reading challenge or choose to skip it, you'll be taken to a page where you can select your favorite genres. Goodreads will use this information in its algorithms to recommend books it thinks will be of interest to you. For this presentation, I'll choose the classics genre. Goodreads creates a list of popular and well-known books from the genres you choose. You can rate books you've already read or add books that you want to read to a bookshelf in your account. I'll select a few books here as examples. When you rate a book, you'll notice that Goodreads suggests more like it in the row beneath your selection. When you've gone through all of the books, or as many as you'd like to, you can scroll up and tell Goodreads that you're finished rating. It will then recommend to you some books based on the choices that you've made in your ratings. I've switched over to my personal page to show you what your Goodreads feed will look like once you start connecting with friends and tracking your reading. The website is currently promoting its Mystery and Thriller Week with themed banners, ads, and special blog posts. At the top of the page, a toolbar features a number of tabs to help you navigate Goodreads. In the upper left-hand corner, you'll see the books that I'm currently reading. I can update my progress, click on a book for details, or add another book. Below that, you'll see my 2019 Reading Challenge progress. Next, you'll see links to my Want to Read, Currently Reading, and Read bookshelves. The books I've most recently marked as Want to Read get their covers featured in this section. As I scroll down the page, I see updates from my friends, including ratings, reviews, and books that they want to read.
Hello, my name is Carrie Louie, and Goodreads is one of my favorite social media apps. I use Goodreads to share my love of books with friends, follow authors, track the books I've read and hope to read, and complete the reading challenge. I also use Goodreads to follow and create reading lists for my children. Lists and bookshelves are great features to organize books by genre, reading level, and interest. Later in this presentation, I will demonstrate how to use the bookshelf and list features, and I will discuss how libraries are or could be using these features to connect with patrons. Thank you.
Hello, this is Carrie speaking. I'm going to discuss my favorite features of Goodreads, bookshelves, and lists. First, we will discuss bookshelves. Bookshelves are essentially lists that are visible to your network of family, followers, and to those who search for you. To access your shelves, select My Books in the menu bar. In the upper left-hand corner, you will see your list of bookshelves. All members have 3 default shelves: Read, Currently Reading, and Want to Read. To add a shelf, simply select Add Shelf. Best of 2019. Select Add, and your bookshelf will appear. Another way to add a shelf is to select the Edit link. You may add a shelf in the text bar. Best of 2018. Add shelf, and your shelf will appear. This is the area where you can adjust the settings of your shelves, change your featured shelf, and instructions on how to do this are over here to the right. Another way to add a shelf is by selecting a book. We'll select Friday Black, the green drop down, Add Shelf, Best Short Stories, Add. And there you have it. Let's review our bookshelves. And you will see that Friday Black has been added to Best Short Stories. You may have a simple list of bookshelves, or you may have several bookshelves. The potential is up to you. I will show you Jessica Woodbury's as an example. Very comprehensive list of bookshelves. She has had bookshelves dating back to 2010, and this is a great way for librarians and a great example for librarians to connect with readers to help them find their next great book.
Hi everyone, so we're going to start off by seeing how to start the Goodreads reading challenge and set a reading goal. So typically when you open a new account or on January 1st of every single year, Goodreads reminds all its readers that to see if they'd like to participate in their reading challenge. So all you have to do is type in a book number that you would like to achieve by the end of the year. So I typically put in about 30 books for the year, and you just say take the challenge. And as some of my other group members showed, when you start your new account, you can pick your favorite genres that you like to read best. So I'm just going to go through and pick a few right now. To get going, as if I was creating a new account. And then here are some recommendations where they ask you to rate some books that you've read, some kind of really well-known books to gauge your interest. But then let's continue on to the reading challenge. Some of the features that the reading challenge has. So when you're on your introductory page on your Goodreads account, you can either just go right over here. It says 2019 Reading Challenge. I'm going to say View Challenge. And the nice thing is that, Goodreads, the app, and when you're on your desktop, just always is reminding you of how many books you've read out of your goal, the percentage of what you've completed, and it also tracks the books that you have read for this year in chronological order. So this is the most recent that I've read. And then my favorite part of the Goodreads challenge is that you can see how your friends are doing as well. So I can look down here and see what are the books that my friends have been reading this year for inspiration, how many they've completed out of their goal. So that's a really nice feature where you can stay in touch with your community. You can also go to general community pages and see how other people are reading as well. The last nice thing about this challenge is on the desktop interface of the reading challenge, it gives you a nice overview of all of the participants of the challenge and the books that have been pledged and finished. So it's just some really great data here. And I think it's pretty inspirational to see how many people have, given a goal to reading, and it kind of keeps me going. Finally, it's another nice general area where you can see how you're doing versus how your friends are doing. And then the last thing that I really enjoy that Goodreads does is it compares your current reading challenge against previous years. So we can go here and see my 2018 reading challenge where I wasn't able to read as many books, or 2017 as well. So it's just nice to compare. And then also it looks at your friends and community and their previous reading challenges also. And I just always come back to these to once again find inspiration on new books, see, how my friends were able to read, and then it also shows you the previous year's overall tallies, which, it's really cool to see, 45,890,000 books were read in 2017 by this Goodreads community. So it's something that's really enjoyable to see. Ideas on how a library, particularly a public library, could use the Goodreads app in order to kind of engage their community and their patrons. I think it'd be a great idea to kind of advertise the reading challenge as something to bring in different groups, like different age groups and different people with different reading interests at the beginning of each year, and offer that opportunity to their community to sign up to be part of the reading challenge, along with instructions on how to set up the account, how to create your reading challenge, and then from there, the library could create groups. I would assume kind of by age, because kids can start signing up for Goodreads starting at age 13, so they could do kind of a nice teenage group, a young adult group, going into adults. So from there, they could take all those people that signed up, create the group on Goodreads, and track everyone's reading challenge progress, which I think is a great way to engage your community in the way they're reading, and they can see what everyone else around them is reading, and pushes them to read more books and get them coming into the library even more. So I just think this is a great tool, not just for your own personal use, but to really get your community involved with each other's reading, not just, your own personal reading goals. So thanks so much and have a great day.
Hello, my name is Amber Harrison and I love using Goodreads. For fellow bibliophiles, it's our play escape. 6 years ago, I joined after hearing about the many ways Goodreads was the perfect social media site for avid readers. Some of my favorite aspects of Goodreads includes its virtual online bookshelf, tracking what I've read, what I'm currently reading, and what I plan to read, as well as its use in book clubs and being able to interact with book authors. I also enjoy setting annual reading challenges for myself, such as promising to read 10 books in 1 year. There is something for everyone on Goodreads, including librarians.
Hello, listeners and watchers.
This is Amber Harrison again. Another novel use Goodreads has for librarians is the ability to connect patrons through online book groups and discussions. It is convenient for those who prefer social media over physically visiting their libraries, or in addition to other library programs. This is also beneficial for those confined to their homes or without means to regularly visit their neighborhood library. Creating Goodreads library groups and discussions is an opportunity for the library to maintain its Revel events in an increasingly technologically centered world, and as a way to engage patrons by using the social media platform. Now, we will look at how to create a group on the Goodreads website. Find the Community tab located at the top and center of the page. Next, click the Community tab. Then select Groups. To the right of the Find Groups search bar, find and click on Create a Group. The Create a Group site allows the group creator to design how and in what ways this social networking group will function. Though the site allows numerous liberties in group design, the group is required to have a group name, which can be the library's name, or perhaps the genre of focus, or something different entirely. A description, what the group is and its expectations, a selected group or book club topic, such as books and literature or organizations, and lastly, the country in which the group is located in or designed in. The librarian can then cater the group according to how they see fit. They can post a list of rules, choose a desired privacy setting, such as making the group public or private, and email settings. Next, we will look at how to create a discussion on the Goodreads website. Once again, click the Community tab. Then select Discussions. Right above the Sponsored Books box on the right is the Start New Topic hyperlinked text. Select the Start New Topic link. Upon clicking on this link, the librarian will be directed to the Post a New Discussion Topic form. The librarian is required to list the book the discussion will focus on, a specific topic to be discussed, whether or not this discussion is a question to be answered, and any additional comments the librarian wishes to add to the post. Both of these programs, the book club and discussion post, can be listed on the library's website. Or, if there is a concern about privacy, the librarian can make both pages private and request that patrons who wish to join their book clubs or discussions to send the library an email so that they are added manually. The Leander Public Library provides one example of how a library can create a book club on Goodreads. Their group, the Leander Readers Adult Book Club, reads and discusses one book each month. In their description, one can find additional information about the Goodreads group and library, such as its location, website, group type, and rules. Scrolling down, they have a currently reading section listing the book title, start date, and finish date. Below this are their various discussion board posts. The Leander readers decided to make some of their posts private and some public. Librarians using Goodreads as a means to connect library patrons and their passion for reading can only add to the richness in programming libraries already have to offer. It is a wonderful and smart way for librarians to continue being relevant in an ever-increasingly digital world.
This is Sarah once again. Up until this point, we have been demonstrating the features of Goodreads on the website. There is also a free mobile app downloadable in any of the app stores. When the app opens and you are logged in, you'll be greeted with your Home tab containing a feed of your friends' activities, including books they have added to their bookshelves, ratings and reviews, progress on the books they are reading, and similar activity. If a reading goal has not been set, a banner is visible at the top of your screen prompting you to set a goal. In the My Books tab, you'll find your personal bookshelves, a search bar to search for books on your bookshelves, and the option to create new shelves. Below this is a section where you will find your reading activity, including your reading challenge. By clicking on Reading Challenge, you are able to see how you are coming along with your goal, sharing options, and the books read in the challenge time frame. You are also able to see your friends' progress by clicking on Friends Challenges. The Search tab provides a variety of ways to find books, including the options to explore the hottest new releases, genres, featured lists, and many other options. One very cool additional feature that is provided on the app version of Goodreads is the ability to scan either the ISBN or the cover of the book to quickly add it to one of your bookshelves, rate it, or by clicking on the result, viewing the entire record of the book. Finally, in the More tab, you'll find additional features, including recommendations from Goodreads based on what you've added to your bookshelves, another way to get to your reading challenge page, the ability to view a list of your friends with easy access to their profiles, groups, events, best books from the previous year, and personal settings. At the top of your screen, the lowercase g will lead you to your notifications. If you have any new notifications, a red circle with the number of new notifications will be visible. The envelope icon allows you to view, respond to, and compose new messages to your friends. Lastly, the profiles icon will let you know if you have any pending friend requests. Finally, by clicking on your name or profile picture, you will be led to your personal profile. Hopefully you've learned something new about a tool used by so many readers and have thought about how you and other librarians could use it to improve and enhance your library's services. With so many different features available, depending on individual and group needs, creating and managing a Goodreads account can be extremely beneficial to a library and its patrons. Thanks for watching!